This is Wes's Tundra here behind me. This is his garage.
That's funny.
All right. We are live, guys.
G'day, mate.
Welcome.
Howdy,
How's
howdy.
it going? As long as we don't got an intro going right now, I don't know if we are or not, but if we are, who cares? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Monday night, whatever we want to talk about. Make sure I got my, hey, wow, that's the first time I pointed to the right direction.
Got it right.
Got my buddy over here, Tommy Boy. How's it going, Tom?
Good. How's it going tonight, Wes? Good to be
Oh,
here.
that's awesome. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Where are you hanging out right now?
I am at home.
Besides my garage.
Yeah, Camas, Washington / Saskatoon. Yeah, exactly. Get to go flying in a couple of days here and try to talk to some people from the airplane if I have a plane that has HF. Looking forward to that. That's a good time. Yeah, that's about
awesome.
it.
Yeah, that is a bucket list when you get to talk to a plane, and especially when you're on a bicycle and you talk to a plane. I know a guy.
That was awesome.
That's awesome. And then below me here, that's an easy one to point at. We got the kick-ass Paul.
No.
Kick-ass
Oh,
Paul.
man.
Along with Moth from IT Crowd tonight, sporting my Moss. Thanks for the invite. Yeah, good to see you guys. Uh-oh. Wes is locked up.
He's frozen.
Look at it. He's got a lovely set of pearly whites there, Wes. That's
Yeah,
the dentist will be
yeah.
very happy with you, mate.
He's doing a Crest brightening strips commercial.
Yeah, is that what it froze on like this?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed all what you said, Paul, but I'll believe you because you're an honest.
Yeah, no, just thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime, man. And then of course, there we go. We got Mr. Hamjazz, Simon, my brother from another mother. How's it going, Simon?
Oh dear. You know what, Wes? It's all your fault why I have no voice because we just laugh all the time. So, mate, I'm absolutely fantastic, Wes, and thanks for having me on the stream. And it's great to be here with Paul and Tommy Boy and yours truly, Mr. MuD, the great man. Great to be here, buddy.
Oh, did he freeze again?
He freeze again. And well, if he's frozen really quickly, just g'day everyone in the chat. I see Mike is there and Johnny. There's Johnny Platt from Vancouver. G'day, John. How you going, mate? Morris, g'day, mate. Good to see you, buddy. Chris, Lorene, hey, sweetie, how you doing? And Kim, g'day, Kim. How you going? Oh, you're unfrozen, Wes. Over to you, buddy.
No. You keep on going. I'm looking at my little internet thing, and it goes from all the way from here to this. So I don't know. Maybe my dad's watching the stream or something. Who knows? He's probably turning it off. He's wrecking the internet. Yeah. Okay. So who are we on? Where are we at? Lorraine, Chris is on. You keep on going. I missed your introduction, Simon. You're good at this. Do it.
Oh no, just reading down. Daryl. G'day, Daryl. How you going? Daryl will be coming to say hello on Wednesday. I hope you're doing great, mate, with your new 7300. And apparently
Nice.
he welled up beautifully when lovely Lorene presented him with that. So good on you, mate. So are you playing a bit of radio tonight, Wes? Is that the plan?
I got to see what it is. I have the ASU FTDX10 at my disposal.
Perfect.
Thanks to my brother, who's also a ham, Victor Alpha 5 Yankee Oscar Yankee. And unfortunately, his long wire fell down. Apparently, we were playing with it a bit before I went on the stream here, and it's not working so well. So I got an inverted L. And we got all sorts.
Okay, well, so fire up the 7300, Daryl, and be listening for Wes.
We're going to play some radio, of course. This is a radio channel, right? And Simon, tell us about your big, giant, well, you still have your voice because I know you're going to lose it and you have to leave pretty soon. Tell us about Wednesday.
Wednesday's great, Wes. It's very, very exciting. Called in a lot of favors I've got some fabulous friends that I've made over the years, and he didn't want to be named, but the big one of the big prizes of the giveaways are 2 pairs of the noise cancelling headphones from Sony, and they are right now they're on sale, and that's almost like quote unquote on sale, and they're $200 a piece. So absolutely generous, mate. You know who you are, brother. I love you. So we're going to be raffling those off. Sadly, it's and I want to make this perfectly clear because of the shipping and all the BS with the borders. It is only going to include the lower 48 for that product, and then so those two, and then I've got 3 batteries from WattCycle, which are absolutely incredible. Got a 12.5 amp hour or a 12 amp hour, I think it is. I've got a 20 amp hour and a 50 amp hour battery. So we're going to be raffling those off. There again, that'll be for the lower 48. And then I've got 2 radios from Redivus. And I've got to say, this is my new favorite little HT. This is the RA89. And just for simplicity, I just love the menu on this thing. It's a bit of a brick. It's not as small as the TID radio. But what I really liked about it is, the other day when I was speaking to you, Wes, on the All-Star node, I was 2 kilometers from my home QDH. So I don't know how much power. I don't know. Maybe Paul, I know you've just done a video on. You did one on the Bayafang, I think. But I'd love to know. I don't know if there's some sort of efficiency or the antenna is resonant. But just straight out of the box on UHF, I was able to get 2 kilometers back into my All-Star node. So I'm going to be raffling off one of these, and this is for the world. That's the RA89, which comes with a cable for programming, which is very, very cool. And then this new guy, I haven't even had a chance to. I just pulled it out of the box now. This is the RT95, and I have a feeling, Tom, that this is actually a because I've got the QT50 from Radioddity, I think, and that's 80. No, I think it's 50 watts. So I have a feeling this is 50 watts as well. And what's great about this, it's got a Ethernet. You plug the microphone into this little USB cable so you can do all your programming on the computer. So I'll be raffling off one of these. So this is the RT95 and the RA89. 3 batteries from WattCycle. Fantastic. And 2 headless. There's a bit of a faux pas. Noise cancelling headphones from Sony. So there you go. So that's going to be, I think, what do we say for the time on that? That's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday, guys. So that'll be a lot of fun. So there you go. So
awesome.
Thanks, Wes.
Hey, no problem. I was just talking to my IT guy, aka
there
my
you
dad.
Yeah. So it's very exciting, and it's I'm thrilled to be presented with this opportunity. And the other thing too is since I've started this live streaming, my channel it seems to be kind of blowing up, which is really good. So I got some optimistic goals. I don't think I'll get to 10,000 subscribers by Wednesday, but we'll have a crack.
You never know.
You never know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And Paul,
Very
how
grateful.
did that's awesome. Thanks, Simon. We'll definitely get back around to you again we'll talk a little more about that live stream. Tom.
Yeah.
I want your input on this the whole flying thing in HF. Like what is there? How many people are doing it?
I think there's a handful of people, that I'm aware of that are doing it. There might be more, I've kind of looked around on QRZ and done some searches and trying to find people by call signs and locations and stuff. I know there's a couple other people than myself at my airline that are doing it, and some guys that are retired that have done it in the past. There's a few guys that push it a lot more than me. I try to just make a quick contact here or there, like Parks on the Air or something, because I know it won't take me away from what I'm getting paid to be doing and stuff there, and I can make some quick contacts. But yeah, I think it seems like there's maybe a few more. They're kind of joining in or seeing or hearing, that you can do it. So it's maybe a little bit more common now than it was when I started doing it, if I had to guess. But yeah, it's fun though. Boy, it's yeah.
Oh, it's fun being on the other end of it too. So what are some pointers for people that are activating to get you on the air? Like, how do you do? Like, what makes you pick a frequency, or how do you scan, or what do you do? Like, how can you?
Yeah,
what is a pointer?
That's tough. So what I usually do if I know I've got a plane with HF ahead of time is before I leave home or leave the hotel or something, I'll pull up the POTA app and see who's out there. But this is like 2 hours prior to when I can probably get on the air or something. So a lot of times people are gone or they're on a different band or something by the time I get there. But it's tough, yeah, because once I get somebody, especially somebody that I know, like yourself, sometimes, or Charlie or Mike or somebody, I'll ask them if they know that somebody else from Discord is on or something, or whatnot, and if they know the frequency. I've had Charlie go onto the internet and stuff and pull stuff up for me because I don't have wide open capability to use internet from the flight deck. It's just the iPad that I've got there is only allowed through whatever the gateway or whatever you call it, the checks and balances, to use certain apps and stuff for weather and stuff like that. So I can't go stream the internet and check the POTA app to see who's there and go call them or something like that. So it's a little tough. It's a little random that way. But if I have a nice long flight where we're crossing the country and not much is going on in between, I'm literally just scanning the bands, and it's a little annoying going click, 2 kilohertz at a time, trying to hit somebody's 3 kilohertz wide signal and hear it. And I'm like, oh, there's somebody, back it up a little. Or if they're off by half a kilohertz, I can't get them because I'm in 1 kilohertz increments and stuff like that.
Yeah. So be on a, not a 0.5 kilohertz is 1.
Yeah.
I find whenever you call me, it's usually when I'm kind of like at the top of the band. So it'll be like 14.347.
Yeah,
usually,
you see 20 meters. Yeah, I definitely look at 14,300 and up most often. They're to the top of the band. That's 20 meters being most busy, and that's where a lot of the POTA folks are and stuff. But I'll scan up and down and look all around if I have the time to do it and stuff. And 10 meters is more active right now, so I'll jump on 10, although it takes longer to scan up and down there. But yeah.
Okay, well, there you folks know. There's the inside trader secrets how to get.
I got a question for Tom. So you're on is it a Collins radio? So you have no waterfall, hey mate?
Yeah, no waterfall. It's just a digital display. Yeah.
And what is how many kilohertz? Like, I guess you got to be careful of QRM because you just affect everyone. So are you quite a narrow bandwidth as far as your voice?
That's a good question. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed. I haven't gotten to talk to you as much from the plane, Simon, but like Wes, have you noticed how wide my signal is? Because I don't know what the bandwidth is exactly, and I do get concerned if I'm splattering below the frequency I'm on upper sideband and stuff. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'll have to look into that. That I don't have anything in my manuals for pilots that gets into any detail about the equipment I'm using.
Yeah.
So that it's
Well, Google tells you a lot. I did a little bit of snooping a couple years ago when you told me about it. And it's like, I found out that radio's quite. What does it run on? It runs on like 30 volts or 40 or 50 or something weird. It's
oh gosh, yeah, I'd have to look at it, but
I can't remember now. But
yeah, I know. Yeah. It's fun though. It's 400 watts PEP and big antenna in the tail, and it's so much better than being here at home. It's like doing parks on the air, out and about up in the hills somewhere, because my antenna is so far away from all the noisemakers that I'm used to and stuff, all that garbage from chargers and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. I was really surprised. I think I was in Dulles, Virginia, and I heard you from the ground, which I normally can't hear people when I'm parked at the gate because there's so much noise coming off the terminal and stuff that you can't even hardly use the HF radio on the ground. But I heard you, and so I gave you that call that one time.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Tell me about the QRM out of a terminal gate. I know somebody who played radio in an airport once.
That's right.
And so Paul, do you ever get to sneak into the cockpit and play radio?
Unfortunately, I don't. Yeah, I work in the cabin, so I'm not up front. And I've only got one buddy. He was the guy, Walter, who was with me at the Tokyo Ham Fair last August. We bid trips together and flew over to go to that. He, when I fly with him, yes, I can go up, but I haven't seen him since August Tokyo Ham Fair. When he's up front, he's on a 787. I don't know the capabilities. I don't know any of that as far as type of radio and such. But I know he does it when he flies. So I just got to get on the same trips with him, and I should be able to. So he has a lot of fun doing it.
You better promise us if you do get that, send us an SOS and tell us.
Oh, I will. And I have Wi-Fi, so on that long flight, I have internet. So if I can get up there, I'll be like texting the SOS, like, this is where I'm going, guys.
Yeah, do.
You know what? That is a Discord, Hamjazz Discord SOS. I think we'll pass that one. SOS. I'm up in the air calling.
It could be an emergency. Awesome. I could just put test after it. We're good.
Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, we got the Discord is rolling with the SOS on the weather channel, right, Simon?
Yeah,
that
it
weather
is.
channel's kicking some butt right now. Wow, it's awesome.
It's a lot of fun, and it's really really fun. Intrinsically, there's more and more people that are becoming spanners and members. There's one guy down in Argentina, Fernando, and he just sort of parks there 24/7, and I love it. And I've got some big plans in the new year to do with it. To be honest, we're waiting for a certain friend to become available to build some APIs, but it's very, very exciting. And there's definitely a simpatico, and there's definitely a major overlay and crossover. Any which way you look at it with weather. And weather, and I guess you include maybe disasters like earthquakes, but weather and bushfires. But I guess that's related to weather. But weather and radio, and I don't know. It just to me, it just makes a lot of sense, Wes, and it's very exciting. I love it, and I've always been fascinated with weather, and and Tommy Boy above me. I mean, he spends his whole life. You could write a thesis on weather, right? Because it's you have to, and it's probably. Do you have to? Are you constantly evolving your study, Tom, to learn more about cells and wind shear, and like, does it ever change, or is it quite once you know it, that's kind of it?
That's it for the most part. We do a lot of recurrent training and stuff like that may come up every once in a while, but a lot of it is the foundation that we put together over the years and stuff like that, and then it's just digesting all that, at the beginning before a trip, checking the weather packet and our weather resources. And then along the way, you're updating it constantly. So you're getting not necessarily minute by minute, but very, very fresh weather and whatnot, using radar in the aircraft and now ground-based type radar as a supplement, to what we're doing and all those resources. Yeah.
I remember really quickly, sorry, I don't want to hog this, but I remember in the 70s, maybe it was to do with the radars or something. I remember in the 70s, the flights seemed to be way, way more turbulent than the 80s. And like, for example, a classic example is when you're flying into Houston now, it seems like the plane is always veering and zigzagging to go around the storms. But maybe I'm missing something, and this is in Australia, but I just remember the flights are always so bloody rough. And it's almost like, did they have limited radar system and they would just sort of go power through them, and compared to, modern?
I think that might be a little more likely, yeah, because both the ground-based and the aircraft-based radar, that technology's really moved along quite a bit over the years. So, and just the awareness of how to use it and avoid and stuff like that. It could be, it's just so much better now that it's more accurate and it's not missing things and it's highlighting things. And there's a lot of awareness on the flight deck and on the ground. Yeah.
I think it's been worse. I hate to be a devil's advocate, but
there's a lot of factors. It depends where you're flying, what time of year you're
over
flying.
The Pacific is consistently, for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, consistently turbulent all the way over the ocean. Back. Yeah. And it used to be like before going into Asia or going over the Rockies. Now it's just you don't even know. It's crazy.
I think you have to take a look at the global weather in general too. Yeah, it's.
I just blame you pilots. The guys that are commuters, they want to get home fast, so they're going 100 knots faster than normal, and
our skills are dropping, right?
The Pacific is a bumpy ride, Paul.
Yeah,
I know it well. Yeah. There's no question, especially when you get down past Hawaii and down near the date line, it really starts bumping around.
I've noticed when we get over BC area, there's like frequency disturbances. I don't know if someone's doing like high power output transmission kind of around that
It's-
area. Tend to
Something
notice
like
Just
that.
this.
plain yelling. Yeah.
I fly over Simon almost every trip.
Oh, I love it. And I wave to you, buddy. Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see my chemtrail up there, right?
All right. Well,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
he's a modest guy. I want to throw it up to Wes and tell us about your live 24/7, buddy. That's fabulous.
Well-
What you're
Well,
doing. Yeah,
well, thank you. Yeah, it was a kind of an experiment, and it's still in beta testing, but I'm running a 24/7 DMR channel, and basically it's kind of going to be it's aimed to be a watering hole, water cooler kind of thing of everyone just gathering, asking questions, and playing just see how your DMR is doing.
I'll pull it up from my backdrop.
Channel. All right. I was showing my dad that, and just about everybody who's checking in is asking for their signal quality check and how their audio sounding. Now, if they knew about this channel, they could see right on the screen their bit rate, error loss, and their audio levels compared to other hams. So
Wow.
if it does catch on, it's gonna be great because everyone could get in on it and check their radio out. It should be good.
Well, you've been kicking it out of the park. I mean, the views per hour are extraordinary, mate, and it's consistent and it seems like it never sleeps. You know, I mean, what did I hear the other day? There was a guy in India speaking to a guy in Ontario to the UK to South America. So they're all. I mean, that's every time zone, right? You know what I mean?
Oh, it is nuts who is talking on it, and then it shows up with their GPS location. You can see right on the screen as they're talking where they're from. So you get a guy from China talking to Australia, or Australia talking to the Netherlands. It's bizarre. Well, just this whole DMR thing is new to me, and I don't know. I'm starting to get keen on it. I know, Paul, you were doing a stream last night, right? Did you get your pie going?
You don't mean pumpkin pie, right, for Thanksgiving?
No, pumpkin pie. No, pie
No,
star.
So yeah, I've got a MD2 2017. It just doesn't work. I've tried code plug-in. It's just not going to work. I also have the 380, and of course I can't find its programming cable, so I can't code plug that. So DMR, I got D-Star and YSF through the Pi Star. Still, and my goal was actually to do the DMR to get on your 24/7 thing, and that's the one I can't program and figure out how to get VFO and all that to work. So as soon as I get that cable on Wednesday, I'll program it, and then I'll run another video on getting on DMR through my Pi Star and try to get on your 24/7 live stream with that.
Perfect. Well, I got to give, I don't know if he's in the chat or not. We've got Chris, Digital Analog Ham. He stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning helping me out, getting my DMR working on my Pi Star. And so
Way to go,
thank you, Chris. Oh my God, that guy. I said, well, let's just do tomorrow. And he's like, no, let's do this, and it took a lot of finesse to get it working, but it did. I can see why DMR is so frustrating for a lot of people, because it's not an easy task. There's probably 5 or 6 hoops to drop or to jump through, and then by that time you're halfway there, right? So
Now, speaking of Chris, Wes, he sent me a link. I'm looking at one of this little dongle that does Fusion, DMR, and D-Star, and it's completely USB. It's called the DV Stick, 30 Android USB. Oh no, that's the cable. It's from Gigaparts. I'm just clicking on the link here. Sorry, guys. It's called the DV Mega DV Stick 30. Do you want me to share the screen with you, Wes, so you can see it?
yeah, sure. I'll see if I could get you.
I have maybe it's an older version. I have one called the DV Mini that did it, but it's at my brother's house, and I haven't seen it in 7-8 years.
Now, where is it? Window. Yeah, here it is here. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah, it's that one there. Chris said it's amazing. So it does.
Oh yeah.
It does. It does DMR, D-Star, and Fusion. The DV Stick 30 is a perfect combination of blah blah blah. Here we go. So
Yeah, that looks like an updated version of the Mini.
yeah,
nice.
yeah. So I might have a crack at that. That looks pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Amazing technology.
That is neat, man. Yeah. So, yeah, like I'm gonna admit I wasn't a DMR fan or a digital fan. I kind of got into it when I first got into into ham radio, but once you go HF, you kind of get stuck with it. But saying that, the DMR kind of actually kind of got my interest peaked on it again because you're not worried about propagation. You could
Yeah.
basically, if you bring that stick that you have, Simon, you could bring it with you when you're traveling and plug it in right into your laptop and bring your HT with you. If there isn't a D-Star or not D-Star, a DMR repeater nearby, you could basically communicate to all your ham friends.
That'd be awesome for you too, Tommy boy.
Yeah, exactly. And I need to watch some of your guys' videos because I can hardly spell DMR right now. I know nothing about it, and I've never researched it. But like you're saying, I'm hooked on HF right now and stuff like that, and a few other things, digital stuff here and there, FT8 and all that. But there's so many directions. That's one I haven't really looked, so I couldn't tell you anything about it hardly right now. So it's a foreign language right now, but I do need to take a peek at it because yeah, Simon, that would be something fun to take on the road maybe or something, especially since HF doesn't work great from a hotel room and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
Well, and then Chris, the sequel to that, mate, is Chris sent me a link. So I've just got a. This is actually going to become my main webcam. This is just a Pixel 6, because everything everything I've got is iOS. So it was nice to get a sleep with the enemy and get a Windows machine. But there's a cable that you can use that dongle to plug into here. So then you've got DMR on your phone. Nuts, crazy.
nice. The on the go cable or something that.
Yeah, crazy.
So, hey, Paul, do you when you're in other countries and stuff, do you what's your drug of choice via radios? What do you use, D-Star or?
Well, I used to be Wires X because I mostly go to Japan and it's everywhere. Wires X and D-Stars all over in Japan. They don't really have DMR though. But I couldn't get on the regular nets. I can't get on regular repeaters and regular nets, right? You're stuck with D-Star repeaters and Wires X repeaters. So I ended up going with All-Star. So I got a Raspberry Pi, programmed it with bought a Pi Star hat, and I leave it at the hotel. It's set up to go to the hotel Wi-Fi. So I plug it in, turn on my Yaesu FT70. It's this little simplex frequency, and I've been able to check into the last 2 or 3 nets in my local club through All-Star. So All-Star I love because it's analog as well. It's not digital.
Okay. And do you tell people when you're on All-Star, let's say you're at the hotel and I just want to talk, you got your own Discord channel. So do you post it on your Discord channel? Hey, you guys want to chat?
I haven't. I guess I could, because I can connect to pretty much any All-Star node there. And All-Star is probably the easiest setup. The Pi Star hat was, I don't know, $60 bucks, and then a Raspberry Pi. So you're looking at maybe $100 and something and a little programming. But I found All-Star to be the most simple setup, next to maybe with Wires X maybe being second, and then and DMR of course haven't done it yet. So
yeah, I would say
D-Star was kind of tough. Ryan in the chat was helping me Saturday, got D-Star going, but yeah. So All-Star right now, and so it's analog to an analog little radio Pi hat, and then through the internet to other analog repeaters. So now they have to have an All-Star node on them, so it's just like anything else. The repeater has to have some kind of All-Star node connection.
Well, that's perfect. Yeah. So yeah, I'm running at my shack. You can see in the background the nodes coming up. So 60319 is my All-Star node. That is of course my All-Star node. Get that off. And then on my Pi Star, I'm monitoring Talk Group 91 through DMR.
Yep.
And it's also the same. The Pi hat's also doing D-Star, and I'm monitoring the POTA station for some reason. It's kind of quiet, so I'm on 33 Charlie. That is all being fed into that radio that you see on the camera that has a dual VFO, so it's picking up both of my hotspots. It's just a big cluster of. If everybody called at the same time, it's just going to go crazy. So I challenge everybody to try it all at once. Let's see if you can blow up my stream. I dare you.
Hey Wes, is your Echo Link hooked into that as well constantly?
Yeah, Tom, if you want to say hi, just go in there and yell out. And as long as if the All-Star is up, I've been having some problems with connectivity on the All-Star. It drops once in a while, so
Sure.
I have to unplug it. But yeah, thanks, Tom. By the way, you're one of the few that just randomly calls out, and I'm driving around because I monitor it in my truck. So if you guys want to call me on my All-Star like Tom does, he just so happens I'm about 5 blocks away from my QTH, and there's Tom's calling me, and I have a little quick queue, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
it's kind of
Simon
fun.
too. Actually, Simon done it a few times too.
Well, and another one we love to get into is VE3 MMX. I mean, that's a whole other. That's an absolute beast.
Hey, 45 auto.
Michael over there in Ontario. That's the 29640 repeater. That's just absolutely going gangbusters right now, and it's so
That's an
fun.
awesome setup.
It is, Tom, and it's so great to just monitor it. I monitor it, and just here on my All-Star node because I've hooked up to their All-Star node. And I just love it. It's so dynamic, and you can hear the propagation changing. That all of a sudden, South America and then then Europe is being able to ping in on 10 meters into the repeater. It's fabulous. It's a great setup.
I monitored it all the way up to where I had a 4-hour drive today, and I was monitoring the 10-meter repeater, and it was coming in about 80%, I would say, up and
Wow.
down. But I was able to check in, believe it or not, where my cell phone coverage cut out. I had no bars on my cell phone, and I was talking to Mike in London, Ontario. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
That's really cool. I've had fun on layovers when HF isn't working from the hotel room or something, or if I'm not getting out and about with it, checking in on Echo Link there per Simon's page and some of your recommendations and stuff. And that's been fun a few times chatting with folks on there. Of course, it's through the internet, not through radio, so it feels different. But when you're getting the itch for talking to some hams or something, that's been pretty fun. I've talked to Reg over in Western Australia a couple of times.
Oh yeah, I hear
he's-
him at the night. Yeah.
Yeah, really fun, and talking to Michael and those guys. But it's neat just to be able to access that whole setup they've got going on there. It's pretty neat.
Yeah,
I got to get your Echo Link and All-Star numbers in, unless you have them in the Discord maybe already.
Yeah, and I've just got Echo Link right now, but
I can give you Wes. Hang on one sec. I've got to just fire up my 705 here. Oh, Wes, what you've got you've got your number there, right? You've
yeah.
I've got
so I
Echo Link and a Wires X node from my house that I'm running actually.
right. And if you guys want the one for the VE3 MMX, that number is you've got to press on the 705 *3, but that's 59931. That is that's the 10-meter repeater in Ontario, and he is VE3 MMX-R for Romeo on Echo Link. So he's truncated them all, which is fantastic. And doesn't he, Wes, also have a 6 meter and that's a crazy thing.
6 meter? Yeah, that band.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
That one
Which
that
one's
doesn't
that?
exist.
Oh, Tom, do you have that picture handy?
Oh my
No.
God.
Yeah.
oh gosh, yeah.
We haven't shown that. It's been a few months since that one came out. That screenshot.
Tom and his memes, mate. You're the king of that stuff. That's really funny.
Oh, that's fun. There's so much media to play with and stuff. I'll have to see if I can find it here.
All right, then unfortunately, guys, I have to go and feed my family. So this has been awesome. You guys are fantastic. Thanks
Sorry,
for having me on.
I was spinning there. I missed most of that. Are you on your way, Simon?
Very shortly, Wes. Yeah, I better bail here, mate. So just wanted to say thank you to you and Tom and Prep Ham Paul, and it's always a pleasure, you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, good to see everybody.
Yep, good to see you guys.
Wes is frozen. There he is. He's
Frozen
back.
again.
Yeah,
So
I'm
is
back.
that-
I'm back.
Is that Echo Link you just gave me the one that's the 10-meter repeater you usually get on FM?
That's right, mate.
Okay.
VE3 MMX-R.
/R. Okay. Yeah, because I have not been able to hit that repeater from Texas on FM yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it was busy this morning, and a lot of people calling in Echolink, and a lot of Alberta and BC were.
They were frozen because it's so cold. Oh.
Speak of the devil.
You know what?
Touche.
I'm gonna look. I bet you there's snow on the dish. Let's see here. I don't know. Probably snow. They just got about a foot of snow.
All right, guys.
Clear that off.
I'm going to make like a tree and leave. So have a great night, you guys. Thanks for having me on, Wes, and everybody in the chat. You're awesome.
Take care, Simon.
And take
See you,
care,
Simon.
guys. And thanks a lot. Woohoo!
Feed that family.
7-3, mates.
That's awesome. So yeah, if anyone who missed it at the beginning, he is having a live stream on Wednesday with a lot of prizes: 3 batteries, a couple noise canceling headphones, a bunch of radios. It's going to be pretty cool.
He's not supposed to do that whenever I've got the opportunity to make double time at work. It's too hard to pass up. I've got to work when they're paying you double time.
Oh no. Oh, this stream is getting my internet. My dad is probably watching something on TV right now, taking up all the bandwidth.
You just need to go in there and like turn the resolution down.
Yeah.
If he's streaming some.
Yeah, exactly. He's got something going on, but that's all good. It's all good. So, what are we? I guess, Paul, in case I go down in a fiery death of the internet here. What is your plans here for the next little bit on your channel? Tell me about it. What are we going to do? Anything crazy that you could let a secret cat out of the bag, or?
No, I'm going to start a freeze dry video series. I got my freeze dryer, and I've been freeze drying some things, so I'm testing some different things, and I'll take those to ham fairs and hamventions and other like garden shows and other shows and have a table and start selling some stuff. But I've been talking with Don, who's, I don't remember if he's in tonight or not, but he's going to help me with some meals to freeze dry and offer for sale that are for dietary needs, like diabetic or gluten or nut allergies or things like that, for people that want camping MREs. You just add hot water. So that's going to be a new kind of a video series as I make stuff. But other than that, it's Sunday night's live stream, and I'll probably do a live stream on Thanksgiving if I'm home and not working.
Oh, perfect. And Tom, are you going to be at home during Thanksgiving, or are you working?
Let's see. So on Wednesday, I do some flying, and I head out to Newark, New Jersey, and then I have an especially long layover there. I'm off all of Thanksgiving, the Thursday, and then I don't fly back until Friday. So,
okay,
2 days of work and 1 day off, kind of out there and stuff. So I was hoping the weather was going to work out and get out and go portable with the G90. I'll bring it along and stuff and see what happens. But if that doesn't work, I think it's got rain in the forecast out there. Might have to just see what I can do from the room, or talk to somebody at the hotel and go up on the roof or something.
Oh, exactly. Well,
Try to get
enough hams.
Roof would be good.
Yeah, but it's so hard to get that antenna outside.
I told you the secret on how to get on the roof as a contractor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's easy.
I won't give away
I'm not going to disclose it on the internet right now, but that's awesome. But there's a couple of hams that I met up around in over on that side, just north of Jersey, and they might be able to take you. They'll come pick you up and take you to some photo parks too.
Right. Yeah. Especially if the weather's better and stuff. Yeah. The place we stay is really cool up there for Newark. It's not right in New York, but it's right across from New York City, actually, right on the Hudson. Great view of the city and stuff there, and nice place to hang out. But nice. Yeah, if it's not wet, I can go to some parks right along the river there and stuff, and throw an antenna up in a tree or something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a nice park there just on the Jersey-New York line. It's the Palisades Park. It's like basically a 400-foot cliff.
Yeah.
Really super cool park. And I activated it with him there. We did a live stream.
Oh, nice.
If you take the boat over, is Liberty Island, is that a park of its own that you could do from the island maybe?
I think
base
there
of the
are
Statue of
Yeah,
Liberty.
apparently
probably
it's
spots there. Yeah, yeah.
very hard.
Oh, okay. I wonder if I didn't know if they let you do it or not, but
It's tricky to do that one. Brian said it's like, yeah, I probably won't get on that island with radio gear.
yeah. I went to New York about 8 months after 9/11. So, and I had to go see the Statue of Liberty, but they weren't letting you on the island. So we pay for the boat and they just kind of sail, they go around it and no one was allowed to get on it at the time. So I still haven't gotten on the island yet.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be still there next time, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah, this internet's just going kind of nuts on me, but oh well, we'll see what happens here. Let's see here. Hey, before we cut this off, let's try a little bit of HF since we have it all at our disposal. What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you have your Tom? You don't, or do you have your antenna out your? You
I've
have your
got.
gutter
I'm
antenna?
hooked to the gutter right now. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You have that alpha one? Or using something
Homebrew.
else? Oh, nice.
Homebrew
Okay.
rain gutter coax going out to a 9-to-1, and
Yeah.
then hooking to the end a downspout that goes up to a second floor gutter.
you
Oh,
should go
second
with
floor. That's
40.
nice. Mine's single floor.
Yeah, our houses are packed tight together in the spot we are, so we're kind of
Got it.
there's all
You go
kind of
up.
noisy and stuff, but it does the trick sometimes really well, surprisingly
Yeah.
well for some reason.
Yeah, I need to go
What
through
the-
and put little metal screws in all the connections on mine, I think, to make it better. But
Yeah, get some good continuity there for sure.
Let's see what happens. Let's find free. Are you on 71, 76, or is that just a?
yeah, I was just watching this. I was just watching the waterfall. It's incredibly busy.
It's busy. Let's go to that station where you're on. Let's see if I know how to work this thing. $71, $76.
That's just out of my range
You
there for
tuning
the
up?
general priviges.
Well, let's go to,
Okay,
is it
get into your
78? I think it's 78, right?
Yeah, somebody's on 78 here, at least a big signal. I think they're usually there quite often.
Okay, I got a
Yes.
spot on 210.
210.
Oh, just wait, maybe not. Anyone there? I don't hear nobody on here. Alpha 5. Mike, Uniform Delta.
Are you guys good at identifying radio noise by what it looks like on the spectrum?
What are you on there, Wes?
I'm on 7210.
Yeah, someone's on the side. Someone's at 208, I think.
Okay, let's go up a little bit then.
Can you go to 11?
Yeah.
Look at this garbage.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Yeah, that's something. Someone's Christmas lights or something.
Just bang, 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 bang.
That
Yeah,
looks like a USB charger.
it could be. Yeah, who knows what's plugged in around here.
Yeah. This is Victor Alpha 5. Mike Uniform Delta.
Oh, I left the garage.
You're over the garage. There you are. Get back there.
Yeah, hitting you guys for some reason is hit or miss for me. There's some places I hit all the time, like California
Yeah.
or Florida, but I don't know why. Getting up into Canada.
Well, we could always go into, we could always go 20 too. It might be
Yeah.
still alive. Let's see. Let's go 20.
Let me look at something real quick here.
There's a bit going on.
I am hearing people on 20. I'm looking at the bottom.
All right.
See, it's 2.
Anybody in the chat want to join in too? Post a frequency, we'll get you. I know Daryl, you'll be able to get us. Daryl gets everybody. Oh, there's something going on too here. Okay, let's go 340. Being used VA5 MUD.
I heard you there, MuD.
All right. See, I'll turn my volume a bit.
Try again. I got it on now.
This is Victor Alpha 5. Mike Uniform Delta.
November 4, Zulu Delta X-ray.
Well, there you go.
November 4, Zulu Delta X-ray. How's it going?
My goodness, man, you 5'7" here.
Well, thank you. Well, it's not my problem. It's my brother's shack. So I'm glad I'm coming in. I think I'm on an inverted LY right now. I'm gonna switch over my antennas and see how I sound on it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've been thinking about connecting the gutter antenna again.
Yeah, it's the ultimate low profile antenna.
Yeah.
Let's see if it even tunes
We
up
had
here.
a 30-foot covered patio put in the backyard, and so it cut the back roof in half. But when I was made a
Okay.
video on it, what I did was I took a
Mike Uniform
35-foot wire with 2 alligator clips, and I clipped on either side. So
Yeah, I'm on
It
a,
continued
on a long
it, and I
wire
must
that may be on
have
the ground. We don't know yet.
easily over 100,
Okay.
maybe
Well, it's still
150
5
feet
plus.
of gutter now
Oh,
connected.
that's right on.
Wow,
Okay, well,
yeah, I probably
I'll
got to
tell
do
my
those
brother
little
that.
metal
He was a little bit
metal
concerned with
screws.
it.
Yeah.
Sounding good. Go ahead and have at it. I'll be listening.
Yeah, I'm not
I was
hearing.
surprised
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey,
when I
send me
first started
threes.
checking
Anybody
out,
else on frequency? VA5
my
MED. stand
my
by.
gutter
Yeah.
before I put the screws through or anything like that. It actually had continuity, but I was
Oh, you
like, I gotta
tested
put.
it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just hooked up a multimeter with
Yeah.
the wire from one end and went to the other end, and it had continuity just the way they put it together and stuff. Which I was
Ah.
surprised because it's all painted and stuff like that. But I was like, yeah, I'm not going to use it that way. I'll just put some screws through each of those spots, downspouts and all that.
Yeah.
And make sure it stays like that. But
I think it'd
Well,
be
you gave
easier
me
and
the-
quicker for me to do that than cut a wire to be able to connect one end to the next with my multimeter, because it would be pretty long.
yeah, and that's worked for me at least. I
Yeah.
can't guarantee it, but it has not had an issue with continuity that I'm aware
That's
of
good.
since I did that. Yeah.
Well, you gave me the inspiration to do gutter antennas. I was at a summer rental house for a weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
He's chopping again.
Yeah.
try this. I know you did it, Tom, and yeah. So I used the gutter as my antenna, and they had a metal shed. I used it as a counterpoise, and it
Nice.
worked beautifully. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a hold of.
I did a
Greg,
little
and
research
put it-
online to come up with more information about that to see if people had done it, and then was surprised they did. And then somewhere in there, I talked to Charlie, W7RTA, and he had already set it up at his place to do that as well, amongst
Yeah.
other antennas as well. But yeah, so it gave me the confidence to play with it a little bit more and put some low power into it on digital modes, and it's like, wow, this is actually working.
Yeah.
So I think what is one of the concerns using the gutters causing RF into the house? Maybe. Like, did you turn on any washer or dryers or anything, or working in the garage store?
Those touch lights and stuff, it'll definitely turn on certain bands with certain power and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's messed a little bit with our dishwasher. That's mainly it, other than just
That's
some
all.
LED lights will come on certain bands, certain power as well
I think
around the house.
Oh, weird.
mine makes our air fryer chirp, like for
Okay.
some reason. I
I
don't know
think
what
some of that stuff is just really sensitive. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the LED lights that come on, I should clarify, they're like Christmas light style LED strings.
Oh, okay.
So
So Christmas light
yeah.
antennas.
exactly.
Yeah,
right,
yeah. Well, that's why I made a joke with Ape one time where he was talking about testing radios for impurities and all that, like RF. And my test when I get a Chinese radio is I key up by my garage opener, because anything that's really dirty will open my garage.
Oh man.
That should be
turn
your
on the
series, your video series of testing new radios. Just hold it in your garage.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is turning on my Christmas lights. So
That's funny.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you could buy 10 radios for the price of one, and your plans are using it
Here's-
for emergencies or to get out, you're in a storm. Do you want to have your $1,000 HT in your hand if you're on a rubber
Yeah.
knee, Maybe not.
So here's kind of your standard side radio, right? Like a Baofeng or TID, or here's
Yeah.
that TID radio is a little bit smaller.
Is that the UV88 you have there, the TYT?
This one is a 380.
Okay.
But I'm missing the control or programming cable. That's my DMR. That's my DMR. Yeah. Oh, it's somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a bigger screen. It's a DMR.
Yeah, this is
So,
a
Just to
dual
show
band.
you the difference of that 11 watt bow thing I just tested and posted a video today. Look at the size difference.
Ooh, yeah, I remember that. You don't want to drop that on your toe.
No, the bottom half of this is the size of a normal radio.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
Nice.
it's
It's almost
just a
comical.
big speaker. I mean, I like the look of it, but it didn't test well, just so you know.
Has anybody taken one of those apart yet? Has TO taken one apart?
No, they probably will. I'm going to send mine back because it didn't put out 11 watts, and it's a horrible harmonics.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know.
I like the
think
look
it's hit
of
and
it.
miss with some of those radios. Some of them work good, and some of them don't. I just don't know.
Yeah, it is. I've got some bow things that I did test after watching Ape's video on how to do it.
Yeah.
I've been testing everything. I got that ultra, what's it called? Tiny SA.
Oh, yeah.
And I've tested all of them, and all my bow things test just fine.
Okay.
It's impressive,
this
you know,
one.
when those ones that do actually work for those low prices and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like, wow, you know, some are pretty bad and some are like, why is this actually working for that price that well?
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like to Wes's point, I mean, if you know, it even though it has some bad harmonics or something, it's a backup radio or some kind of, you know,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
yeah, it's not a bad deal.
Yeah, that's a good point. Saying about being either broke or what's your life worth, right? Like, yeah, you don't necessarily want to have a cheap radio that's off frequency
Yeah,
if it's your number one, your go to, right? But I mean, there's other spots where if you just want to have it as a recreational style, I guess.
that's why I finally just bought the Yaesu FT6, I think it is, waterproof, dust, all that, and that's this, people have had those for a long time. They last forever, I guess, and don't get wet, don't get dust in them. It was $240, I think, something like that. Not too bad.
Okay. Yeah, and in my truck I run an ICOM 4100, so it's a 50 watt,
Nice.
2 meter 40 or 70 centimeter. It's been working nice for me, but I have it. I call it divorced. I have the head taken off of it and the units in the bottom kind of stashed away. That's the only way I love radios. That's my thing, having that option.
So what do you call the separation kit? If it's called divorce, is the separation kit like alimony? Could you buy the alimony kit?
No, yeah, I just call
Still-
in
just
general
still-
it's just divorce it. Yeah.
Okay.
Separation kit, I call it divorcing it. I don't know if that's going to be. You know what? You're a Jeep guy. You know what a divorce transfer case is, right?
No, I've never heard that.
So basically,
Right.
you could
Right when the story got
you
good.
could, split it on the front two wheels or the back.
Oh, running off the front two
Mike.
or the back two. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
I see that call sign many a time.
Well, hopefully.
Mike.
That's right. That is right. At home for a lunch break, so I thought I would hop in and say hello and stop by.
Nice. The Idaho connection.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I got the worst internet in the world tonight. Yeah. My connection's just slowly going. Well, actually dropped right at the beginning.
I'd seen that while I was at the office busy clicking and typing, and next thing you know, I have a text message from the wife saying dinner's in 25 minutes, and when I read it, she's like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, I better pack up and get home.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's good you caught me before I shut her down. The only way I can see life here is I see on Paul's screen his little, I can see the meter moving. So whenever that stops moving, I stop.
Oh,
talking.
then you know.
That's my
Nice.
lifeline right now. It's pretty
That's funny.
pathetic, but that's all right. We're all rolling here. So, Mike, what's new with you? What can you tell us in the wonderful you got? Can you share that secret with SodaMate with us? What is going
so
on?
that's new in the world of Mike. I think Wes knows what that big guy is behind my shoulder.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm a beta tester for SodaMate.
Nice.
And
Ah.
much like I'm sure that there's Paul's probably started using Ham2K, the
Yep.
logging app of Sebastian's, and how you can spot yourself from within the app. Well, with Sodamate in the beta version right now, there is a spot via the network. So you can, if you have cell reception like I do in some of the parts, you can get yourself spotted through Sodamate, or I haven't tried it yet, but I'm assuming that you can send off those predefined messages through Sodamate as well.
Very
So
good.
that's
Yeah.
I think that's, should be a pretty cool game changer going in with his two-way services, and because there's a lot of times that the original home park, not the one that's on the trail, but the home park, the actual park itself, I've got one bar of service down there, and it's just not quite enough to get into the POTA app, but I can shoot off a text message and get spotted that way.
That's awesome. Now we got Kim that we need to get on. I'm not sure if Kim's watching or not,
For
but
sure.
Kim is always saying, I'm not going to have internet. I'll be on somewhere, which gives us a little bit more of a, where's she going to be? We're going to find her. She always seems to activate in the evenings, at least my evenings. So I don't know if she wants to do Sodamate or not, or she just wants us to keep on kind of by, question.
Find
where
her.
are you?
Hide and seek.
Find me.
Kim hides and we seek.
Yeah, so the hide and seek is kind of fun too, but that girl needs some Sodamate, I tell you that much.
Yeah, at least the option for that. And with Sodamate too, you guys kind of did it a lot before I did it. And then I started playing with it because I was like, I don't know if I'll use that or not. And I found that it's pretty neat, especially as, we did the SOS kind of stuff and whatnot with the Ham Jazz Discord. It was fun to play around with that, but then you can see how easy it is it's pretty simple once you're kind of comfortable with it, how easy it is to show where your activation is and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, gents, my time is coming. My time is going, and I've got to get back out, grab some dessert, and get back at it. So.
All right, Mike. Thanks for dropping by, man. Appreciate it. We'll see you on the band.
Call Tom West. Until we meet again, gents.
I was going to say, tell Idaho hello for me. Idaho
is doing great. Really quick, Paul. It was 22 degrees this morning.
Nice.
A little chilly, but I've got a buddy that's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that's from Income, the Pocatello area.
Yeah.
And he's constantly reminding me now of how nice the weather is.
Now's the time where Texans tell everyone how great the weather is in Texas.
Yeah.
And how camping season is just coming upon, and I'm like, camping season? It's not camping season.
I miss it though, the mountains and the cooler air. I'm from Coeur d'Alene, so I miss Idaho. It's a great state.
All righty, gentlemen. Hey, you guys take care and have fun. 7-3, and God bless.
7-3,
Mike.
Yeah, it was 22 as well too. It's like minus 22 Celsius.
Well, somebody in one of the Discords said 13, 18 inches somewhere. I don't remember who said that.
Yeah, no, it's probably me because I'm.
Was it you? Was there? Yeah, like 18 inches, I think, or something.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, I used to.
And,
he was glitching. I was going to talk.
we
I was just going to say.
It's all good.
Go ahead.
Well, you know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I used to live in Liberty Lake there, so we might have been neighbors at one point there, Paul.
Liberty Lake, probably. I was there from 77 to 91 in Idaho.
Oh, okay. I guess we're not quite neighbors at the same time. Yeah.
We need something. We need something moving behind Wes. That's
right. A metronome.
I'm back.
Yeah, Wes, can you turn on your metronome? Just put a metronome up behind you and get it going.
I'm loving this. This is like story of my life right now. Spinning circles.
Wes, I would talk to the owner.
Yeah.
Dad, get off the internet.
I'd get your deposit back. I'd get your deposit back on this stay.
He's day trading or something. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, the metronome stopped again.
Yeah. That's a good way to stop it, right? Instead of making some weird face, right? And then I guess you'd make some memes out of it.
You can check out his teeth again. You can see if he's got any cavities.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna cut this off, you guys. Anything last words? You could say it. I'm not talking. There we are. Awesome. Okay, guys. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Tom.
All right.
Thanks, Wes. Yeah, thanks for including us.
Yeah, thanks for inviting.
We're gonna kill this stream and
we'll see you hams on the bands.
And you cut out.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm not a spinning circle, and I'm killing it now.
There you go. All right. 73 is all.
See you guys.